So we have two cloud connectors in our in the systems. One is the primary, and second one is the shadow account, shadow instance. One is the master, and one is the shadow. In the cloud connector side, the concept is master. Master is on the SAP Windows 1. Okay. Shadow is on the SAP Windows. This is the shadow, right? Both the side we have to install the cloud connectors independently. So in this post we have installed the cloud connector SAP here, SAP Windows 1. This is running fine with the 14 sub accounts. And in the secondary side, so we have shadow side we have this one. This is the cloud connector SAP Windows 8443. So both are working, running independently each other. And also, so this server should talk to this one, right? Vice versa. To exchange the communication, the master always talk to the shadow instance, shadow cloud connector here. So to perform this HA setup in the master, in the primary, I mean to say in the master, we have to become master in the master node here. Just to go to the here in the cloud connector, you see the concept here. You have there is a concept here. Can become a master and shadow. So you can see the high availability concept here in the master, right? So you can see the high availability concept. In the high availability concept, here we have to provide your shadow instance details here. Here, shadow instance details we have to provide it to the here. So let me reset. Let me reset the roles here. I done the reset here, right? So this is the primary. This is the master node high availability. I am enabling here. High availability enabled here. So then go to the here. So not here, sorry. Let me disable. Okay. Just click on the, so set the roles here. Set the role means shadow host name. We have to provide it to the here. SAP Windows shadow host. Shadow host means, so where has in the shadow host means this is the 3391 is our shadow host here. So this is our shadow here. This is our shadow. Let me try to become a shadow here. First of all, we need to become a shadow. This one shadow, we have to become a shadow. Then just to provide the username, password. Okay, so this become a shadow system now. Okay, so we become a shadow as a shadow now. In the master node, you have to provide the shadow details here. SAP Windows is our shadow. Just click on the save button here. Click on the save button here. So then here, once you click on the save button here, then just you can just click on the enable the button here. Then you see, so it will connect from here. It will connect it here. Is establishing the connectivity. Just give me a minute. It's very slow. Also, in other side, there is a upgrade is running. So that may be the reason it's a very slow. So upgrade is running. So that's the reason. Just click on the Windows enable. Then it will connect it, shadow port number, everything. It will give the details here. So let me check here in the secondary. Okay. So master host. I got it. I got it now. I will explain it. 8443 is the port number. So master details. So we are giving here master details. We are giving here master and everything. So then take over delay and check interval. All those things you have given. All the details you have given. So in the secondary, in the shadow side, the shadow we have to make it as a the shadow we have to make become as a shadow. Then in the shadow system side, in the shadow side, we have to provide the master details to connect it. Then once you provide all the details, click on the connection button. Then it will ask the administrator. Then the password we have to provide it to the here. Then authentication failure. Okay, just trying to connect now. Is connecting to the okay. It is connected. It's connecting to the master from shadow. So just go to the shadow here. Just refresh the master. This is the master, right? Just click on the refresh here. Go to the high availability. Yes, it is connected. So it is connected now. You can see here it is connected to the connected. So this is the shadow connector. In the shadow connector, you won't get much things here. In the shadow, you won't get all those things here. Why? Because in the shadow, you have only shadow configurations, mirror configurations, only these things you will get, but you will not get the all those things here. But here you can see the all the 14 sub accounts, you can see it from here. All the master configuration you will get from these things here, right? All those things you will get from here, right? It's connected. So it's connected to the master. So what we have done is here in the secondary side, like shadow connector side. So we have become a shadow. Then we have provided the master details, master host details we have provided, master host details and everything we have provided. So then master, once you provided the master, then you connected here. So then once you connected, then it's connected to the your master node here in the 3390. This is the master here. So you can see that this is the master here, is connected here. So this is the way we can connect to the our. So means we can enable the HA for the cloud connector and everything here. This is the way we can enable the configuration here. So and also you can see the cloud connector configuration and all those things here. So here we can perform the takeover. So how the takeover happens here. So but how can we know which is master and which is shadow here? So when you are logging to the master, it will say this is the master. When you are logging to the shadow, it will say this is the shadow. Suppose if you see here, now I logged out. When you are connecting to the shadow, it will say like login to the shadow installation, something like that. It will show the information. So then you can connect to the shadow also here. You can connect to the shadow also. You can connect to the here. So you can connect to the shadow also here. So then in the master nodes also, master also, so you can say whenever log out and whenever log out. So then it won't give any information. This is the master here. Shadow only, it will give the information here. Shadow only, it will give the information here. So this is the master, this is the shadow here. So now takeover. Takeover means suppose something is you are doing the patching. Whenever you are doing the patching or something, so we can switch the roles here. Go to the high availability concept here. Then we can switch the roles. We can switch the roles here. But by login to the master, you can also open the shadow also. You can also open the shadow system also. You can open it. Means in the master, you can also open the shadow. From shadow, you can also open the master. You can also open the master here. There is an option to open the master here. From shadow to master URL can open. From master to shadow URL also we can open it here. So this is the way we can enable the configuration in the here, right? So here, so one thing is here, how the replication will happen, how the sync will happen. If you create the one account, automatically the changes will be replicated to the secondary. Suppose, let me try to do the some changes in the my account here, Let me tag it like 01001. Okay. So display name I'm changing to the Fiori dev 012 I'm changing here. So this is, let's see whether how fast the changes will be replicated. This is the Fiori dev 001 sub account here. I done the some changes here. So how the changes will be replicated? How the changes will be replicated? I have done in the master, some changes I have done in the master. You can go to the secondary here. You can give the secondary here. Just click on the refresh the screen, and let's see whether immediately the changes got replicated here. Even the description also replicated into the my system here. So immediately the changes got replicated to the here. So let's open the logs and traces. You can see the changes here. Like you can change the replication changes here. Our replication changes here. The master pushes the updated configuration for the, so this configuration update equals to update. So after you have stopped, after you have done enabled all those things, the first thing is what is you pushed the update configuration. This came to the here. So how fast it got updated here? So see here, immediately when I refresh it, it got changed here, right? So one more thing is who will update here? Who will update? There is a SAP host agent service. This is the very important here. To backend, this SAP host agent will update the changes to the your master to shadow. Actually, in the last time, as a real time one issue we faced it here. As part of the OS patching activity in our organization, what we done is in the master and shadow, we have renamed the host agent. Then we started in only in the master. Shadow, we have not restarted the host agent. It stopped status. Then so the client team identified that the changes are not replicating from the master to shadow system. Master to shadow system is not replicating. They asked us to investigate it. So immediately we checked it out and see there is a host agent. There is a host agent which is not started here. That's the reason it's not syncing the data from here to here, primary to master to shadow system here. Then I have started the SAP host agent here. Then the changes are replicated from the master to shadow. So then I came to know that, okay, because of the host agent service, because of the SAP host agent service, all the changes are stopped here. So immediately when I started, all the changes are replicated here. So this is the one thing we should remember here. This is the one thing we should remember in our cases here. Okay. So one more thing here, let's try to switch the roles here. So switching the roles means, so you are changing the master to shadow to master here. Okay. So just click on the switch the roles. Okay. Shadow will become master and system will become shadow role here. Just click on the switch the roles here, right? So now let's see, this will become SAP Windows 1 become shadow now. Then all the sub accounts will be moved to this one is now. See here, SAP Windows 1 becomes to the shadow installation now, right? Let me go to the SAP Windows here, right? This is SAP Windows. Then just try to refresh it here. Now roles got switched. Now check the sub accounts now. Now check the sub accounts now here. Right?
All it's like DB HA, right? I mean, active, like same.
Yes, right. So all of 14 sub accounts it got moved to the SAP Windows 1. So let's test the one of the app scenarios. Our test scenarios, we will test it here, whether the configuration will work or not here. Why? Because the Cloud Connector host name got changed now. Cloud Connector host name got changed now. So let's see now whether it will work or not. So even I have not tested it, but let me test it now. Okay. So let's go to the web GUI. Let's try to, why? Because now Cloud Connector host name got changed now, right? So let's see the here host name Cloud Connectors here. We go to the Cloud Connector, it should give the SAP Windows, SAP Windows, SAP Windows. Where is SAP Windows here? It should give the master instance. Okay, master ID we got it here. Master ID we got it. Okay, so then let me. Okay, it's taken the master instance and shadow instance here. Master instance and shadow instance here. So let me try to open the GUI, whether it will connect or it will fail. Okay, it is connecting. That's fine. It is connecting here. So, so this is the master. Now this is not the master now. This is the shadow instance now. This is the shadow here. Our second shadow is the master now. This is the connector ID, shadow connector ID here. This is the one here, right? So it's connected now. It's connected now. But here it will give the some information here while shadow took over master node here. So master replication has released to control the former shadow, which was triggered by the means some notification, alert notification, we got it here. Some alerts notification, we got it here. So let's test the reverse replication now. Reverse replication after switching here. So let me try to change this one. Just to view dev, let me try to remove the text here. Okay. Reverse replication. Let's see whether reverse replication will happen or not. So I done the changes here in the SAP Windows 8443 now. So let's go back to the here. So okay, master we switched now. Let's log into the shadow now. I guess our former primary so is become shadow now, right? So now in the SAP Windows 1, I'm logging to the shadow now. Let's see whether that got changed or not here. Yes, it got changed here. So the reverse replication also happening here. So just to theory reverse replication also happening now here. So let me try to. So is there any other test, negative testing? We can do it. Anyone can think anything here? Any other testing? To test whether primary to secondary, secondary to primary, whether data is replicating or syncing or not, anything we can test. Successfully passed the security constraints.
Can you see sub accounts here, Ravi? Is it possible to do sub accounts?
Primary to shadow, right?
Yeah. Is it possible?
Sub account switch. I don't think it's possible, but let's see. Okay, I'm in the sub account. What do you want? You want to switch to the secondary sub account.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think one is not possible, I guess. One is not possible, I guess. But let's see the scenario. Even I have not tested. Good point. What the how to test the sub account. Shadow. Vulnerability. No. Okay.
I think it's not there.
Yeah. Let's test. Okay. If I disconnect, what will happen? Will it connect on the primary? No, right? It won't connect. That is the one thing here. If any one of the sub account having some issues, disconnect, it won't reconnect on the primary. It won't reconnect. Let's see here. So I disconnected in the 931. So 3391, let's see. But it won't connect, that I'm sure. But testing, let's see. Yeah, it's disconnected only. So that is the only one thing. If it is disconnected in the primary, it won't, like it's not the automatic failure. So one thing you can remember, it's not the automatic failure here, Cloud Connector side. There is no automatic failure sense anyway. So, so that is the one thing. So there is a, if you go to the here, go to the about page, you will see the version of the your Cloud Connector, and also the Cloud Connector will run on the JRE. JRE is the very, very important here. If you miss this JRE, so JRE is very important here. So when you are doing the Cloud Connector upgrade or anything, so the as per the SAP recommendation is the first of all, we have to do it in the, so first of all, the upgrade, we have to do it in the shadow first of all, right? Shadow instance, we have to do the upgrade. So then shadow, once you've done the upgrade on the shadow, then we have to first upgrade. First step, while doing the upgrade, cloud connector upgrade HA, I have done it. So that's why I followed the same SAP standard procedure. So what I have done is, first I have done the shadow. First of all, I have downloaded the cloud connector file along with JVM file. This is the mandatory. The cloud connector, when you are upgrading the cloud connector, you should update JVM also. It is one of the prerequisite item. So first update the JVM. Update JVM first. JVM first. Then the next one is the SEC. We have to update it. SEC, we have to update it. Once you've done it, update, then check the some logs and everything. Just perform the checks, normal checks. Perform checks here. Once you've done it, so then log into the master. Log into the master. Then switch the roles here. Switch the roles. Switch the roles. Then when you switch in the roles, then master become shadow, then shadow become master, right? Then here, then what you can do, you can do the JVM update here. Then so wait, here one more thing is SAP, they will clearly say that, so wait for all sub accounts connected to all the sub accounts connected to, so all the sub accounts connected here. So once done only, then you can do the patching here. Stop it. You have to stop it. Sorry, I forgot to tell. We have to stop, download it. Then I can mention here, stop the SEC process here. SEC process, and then update the JVM first. Then JSC upgrade, then perform the health checks here. Update, then start it. And then start the SAC. So same as perform, switch the roles to the here, then wait for the all the sub accounts connected, stop the SAC process, cloud connector service, then upgrade JVM, and then we can do the, and then SCC upgrade we can perform it, then start the SAP cloud connector. Then 10th step is like, then again switch the roles back. Once upgrade is done, switch the roles back here. So cloud connector, the switch, it will work from, means whenever in the higher level to lower level, the sync works. Same as like sync works here. So you no need to worry, sync works here. So if any changes, so sync works here. So that is the main thing here. So one more thing is here. So when you are switching the cloud connector, it will disconnect. So let me show you here. Okay. So now this is the master now, right? This is the master now here, right? This is the high availability master now. Let's go to, so let's switch to the any one of the sub account here. So let's say here we have the number of sub accounts here. Like let's take the Srikanth one. Okay, Srikanth one is operational since today, right? 2058 onwards it's operational now. Okay, 2058 onwards the Srikanth sub account is operational now. So some Ariba something is connected here. So what I am doing here, I am trying to switch the roles back again. Switch the roles now. So what will happen? It will disconnect. So remember the timeline. So today 27 and 2058 onwards it's connected now. Okay, this is become shadow now. When all the sub accounts move to the primary, so let me check here in the primary 2058. Let's remember the sub account name, whether it will disconnect and it will connect or directly it will connect. That is what our assumption now, right? Just select the shadow, go to the Srikanth sub account. So now see here, it's disconnected, again it's connected, right? So it is happened now. That is what the cloud connector. So it won't switch. The disconnect will connect on the primary back. Disconnect and will connect on the primary. That is what we can say here. Let's see in the logs what it is clearly saying here in the sub account name here, right? So logs and traces, go to the IJS and here. So let's go to the here. Let me test the what I can do here. Just to download the log file here. Just refresh. IJS trace. It's a very, very important trace file. So here, somewhere we got the message. Connected since, reconnected. What wrap? You can see here. So all the sub accounts sending the pong means response to the sub account here, sending the response to the sub account here. So it will connect it, but the only thing is it will connect, it will reconnect it. All the sub accounts will be reconnected here. So here, this is the one thing we should know. So it won't immediately, it won't connect, it will stop and it will connect it here. That is the one thing we should know, right? So replication means internal, there is a SAP host agent, it will replicate the whatever the changes to immediately, it will replicate it. So then, so manually we need to do the failover from one to another. Manually we have to do the failover here from one to another. So yeah, if the sub account is disconnected here, it won't reconnect on the master slave node here, means shadow node here. So that is the one thing. One sub account we can run it in on here, and another in the shadow, since it's not possible here. So that is only thing here. So yeah, these are the things we should be remember. And also during the upgrade time, we should follow this process here. Shadow stopping and first shadow, then master here, right? So everybody know, I think, how to stop the shadow process. The SAP process means in the services, we have the file one process here, cloud connector. We can stop it. If it is the Linux, there is a SC daemon process using the SAP control command or system CTL stop and SC underscore daemon. That command we can use it, stop and start it. So this way also we can stop and start it in the Linux. So either you install the Windows or Linux. The main thing is, so this is the port number here, we can use it. So some organization, they're planning to change the port number also. That is also possible here, to change the port number to your own port number. 443 or 1143, you can change it here. So for that one, we can go to the Cloud Connector installation log files where the Cloud Connector is installed. So there is a change port. If you use this one, it will ask what is the port number we have to give it. Just give the port number here. When you are doing any upgrade, take the backup of the SCC configuration here. All your sub accounts related details will be loaded into the SCC configuration. You can reinstall it, then copy, and in the new Cloud Connector again, if you open it, then again if you paste it, all your whatever the sub accounts are here, all the sub accounts will come into the picture.
So this port change is possible after installation of Cloud Connector, or when
it's possible. Recently only in our organization we changed it to the 8443 to 843 we changed it successfully. We changed it. Yeah, it's possible after installation also, it's possible to change it, but there is some critical steps we need to do it in the Linux side. So Windows, it's straightforward, but in Linux side, so the port in the Linux side, the port which are 10 below, there is a specific Linux, it won't accept here. Means 3 digits port number, it won't accept in the Linux side, right? So there is a specific restriction in the network side. But we have changed it in our organization. There is a specific procedure steps here that I will share with you, that we can change it. Why? Because 8443 is the common, anyone can do that one. So, but some Ariba or from PI channels, they won't connect. Some channels it won't, Ariba SuccessFactors, though those won't connect to the 8443. Just they will use the, so 443 is the common. So just if you open the URL, if you open the without port, if you open the URL, the cloud connector should open, right? So like that they want the here. So but here with the port number only we can open it. If you change the port 8443, it will open here. That's possible. We can change it after installation also. So one more thing is in the cloud. Yeah.
Yeah, what is the command to use to update? I mean, we are using for AnaDB like HDBLCM, right? So for Linux,
For updating the port, right? You want to say?
not updating that SECC. I mean,
Okay, that is the one, right? Okay, just give me a minute.